Hey now, cats, we're back again for what is this, Duck? Is this episode 2 of Witchcast?
Two.
What is Witchcast? I think my buddy Duck here. I'm Balls from Ellwood, of course. You might know me from all my other shitty shows I do, but my buddy Duck here, he is a legend among ska punkers, and
Nope.
he's also
Nope.
a legend in the filmmaking world now because he has some.
Yeah, we got a legend actor here, Balls
Oh
from
shit! Come
Ellwood.
on, man. But now tell the audience a little bit about what our show's about, if you would please do so, Duck.
We just watched the quality movies of the Witchcraft franchise.
And
That's
what
it.
we doing in today's episode is what Witchcraft 2, the Temptress, right?
Yeah.
And
One of
as
the
as
best
you see
ones.
last
One of the best
episode,
ones.
we conquered what, the 1988 original, was that correct? 88.
Yeah, this one's 1990.
Yeah, so now we're going to 1990, and then, the whole premise of the show is every month we're going to watch a sequel. We're going to do the whole Witchcraft series. It's going to take what, 4.5 years probably, but
Yeah, probably.
and today was Witchcraft 2, the Temptress, an American classic, as I'd like to call it.
Dude, it's good. I remember it being good. Like I liked it, man. I
I'll
think
be
it holds
honest with
up.
you, dude. I actually, it's going to surprise you, but I actually kind of liked it a lot, to be honest with you.
It's a lot of fun. It's a
It,
lot of fun, and
it is. And I mean, I don't really feel like these movies are intentionally supposed to be taken all that seriously to begin with.
yeah.
This is just a fun watch. Like, it's like, I'm sure you know the term, like, good bad. This is like good bad at its best level. Like, because, like, the good far outweighs the bad, and even when it's at its worst, it's still really entertaining. So I mean,
I think it's better than the first one for
I do
sure.
too, dude. I'll be honest with you. The last one kind of seemed like a chore to me, and this
Mm.
one, it ended, and I was like, that was actually a pretty entertaining and fun watch. I would actually recommend that to people who are looking for, like, bad good movie night. So
Yeah, I mean you have like the lead actress who is like a ex penthouse model who can't act, but like
oh, is that the Temptress?
yeah, she's just a babe, and then you have like the lead guy William and his buddy. What's his buddy's name? Boomer.
Boomer.
Like I mean, dude, it's you get the buddy. It's just a fun movie, man. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
dude, you don't have any more of that. Like in the '80s, they'd always have like the wacky sidekick character like Boomer, but they don't do that enough anymore, I don't think. But yeah, but it's funny because I was actually talking about this with my wife. Back then, it's funny to see like the change of the generations because typically back in the '80s, like that chick you were talking about, the Temptress, was the '80s version of the hot chick, and then now, like, I don't think she'd be represented like that at all. She would look more like an influencer, which is sad. But
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I mean, hey,
dude, she's fucking hot though.
back
God,
then,
she's
hey,
really
she was
hot.
banging for sure. I mean, I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
she's a little long in the tooth now, I'd imagine. But I mean, yeah, that was interesting. And I mean, this is the first witchcraft movie we've delved into that actually has titty. So another
Oh, well,
trope from
get
the
used to
'80s.
that. Get used to that.
I mean, we have demonic ashtrays. We have all kinds of fun, dude. I mean,
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
we have
Um,
the worst fire effect I've seen in my entire life, but it's so good because it makes me laugh out loud. So
it
I
was
mean,
bad.
and they just used the shit out of it. But then I think my favorite part about this movie is, and I'm gonna put this in when we do the show, every time even the remotely even interesting thing happens, there's this piano loop. It's like and I'm like, even like if people weren't even doing anything interesting,
hmm
I'm like, they must have got that and they paid a lot of. That's where a lot of the budget went. They're like, we got to use this thing as much as possible. So
Also, I know it's not a trauma movie, but they released it. Trauma released it.
yeah, I
You know
like the
that?
fact that they're releasing all these pickups from like that generation. I think it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. I like the guy. So I guess maybe we should get into the movie a little bit. So it takes place, I guess, like 18 years after the first movie, because William is like 18 now.
He
You
is
know,
now a man, according
he's
to what
played by
he
a
has on
30-year old.
It's like, I'm not a boy anymore, Dad. I am a man.
Yeah, yeah, a fucking 18-year-old man. I guess legally, whatever.
Meanwhile, like William looks like he's probably 40 when he played an 18-year-old dude, which was
Yeah, I
they
looked
did a
it
lot
up.
of
He
that
was
stuff in the
almost
80s too.
30.
So
Charles Solomon Jr. is the guy's name, and he plays he play in the next two movies. He plays William in the next couple movies. And I like his character. It's cool, like to see him like as it's cool that it's a sequel, and it starts off with the credits are fucking take forever, but it shows the mom from the first movie. She's back with like 11 herbs and spices or whatever she's fucking doing, but they brought her back, even though at the end of the first one, she fucking like melted into a skeleton.
Yeah, it was like Kentucky Fried, whatever her name was. Mm.
Yeah. So I don't know how that, but these movies have so
Yeah,
many
don't worry
fucking
about
plot
that.
holes. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a witch, so
yeah. I think that's how you explain it. Witch has
yeah.
got a witch. You know what I mean? So
So she like the mom turns into the Temptress, who's like smoking hot. Yeah, she morphs into the Temptress, and then it cuts to. I love this scene. So it cuts to William in bed with his girlfriend, and he can't get laid, so he just like jumps out of bed and starts playing air guitar, and then that turns his girlfriend on so much that she's like about to fuck him. Like
yeah,
what?
yeah. I'm like, whoa, that was the move. Like if I would have known it was that simple back when I was like, a younger dude,
I wish I knew that when I was
I've been
18.
getting trimmed
God,
left and
man.
right. I'd play a pretty mean air guitar. Jeez. So, I think the
Yeah,
most disturbing thing of this film, though, is when you think about it, the whole premise of this movie is, you, you know, uh, you should fuck your mom because if you don't, she's gonna kill you because your girlfriend wouldn't fuck you. Like that's the whole kind of the whole movie in a nutshell, right? Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
I've noticed a theme through these movies too, and I don't know if it continues. You probably could tell me, but like, is there like a mom trying to bang them from beyond the grave through the whole series, or is that
I
just
don't. I don't. Well, some of them I haven't seen, and I don't really remember much. Like I remember like little snippets of it. It's been so long since I've seen some of these movies. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not. But he's about to get laid, and there's like a knock on the door, and like I wrote in my notes, I was like, I didn't know he was 18 at the time. I was like, he was like, "Oh shit, my parents." And I'm like, "Your parents? You're like 30 years old. How the fuck are your parents like coming up?" But then I found out he's supposed to be like a high schooler guy, I guess. And so we meet Dolores, who's the blonde, the bombshell, and he finds like this little mysterious box with like you called it an ashtray. That's what it looks like. Those
Or
old.
no, no, I'm talking about the thing he kept finding in his pocket was the ashtray that ends up being part of the goblet. But then you have that pulsating, bloody, bleeding
Oh
fucking box
yeah,
too. Like that they keep bringing like each day, and it's like it gets progressively more and more gross. So,
yeah, and he says it smells or something.
yeah, I was like, geez, looks
Um,
like I don't know, like a tampon box or something. Mhm.
and then we meet Boomer, and this guy fucking rules, man. It's like the dorky, dopey party animal sidekick guy.
It's like if Willie Ames had like a lesser funny brother.
It reminds me of like the guy from the little goofy sidekick guy from House 2.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
House 2. Yeah. It's like you said, they don't make characters like this anymore. We just like the fun sidekick guy. He's
Well, if
just
you go
there for
back to the
comedy.
first one, remember in the beginning in the hospital, you had her goofy like friend that was
Oh
doing it too. It's
yeah.
like, yeah, man,
Trying to sneak do
that's a
do
trend
do
that needs
do.
to come back. People ask me like what tropes irritate me. People need to ask me what tropes do I think we need to bring back in horror, and I think that's one of them. You got to have the goofy sidekick. Hmm.
Got to, yeah. Named Boomer. And I just kept thinking like, okay, Boomer. But
I did too, man. I did the same thing. I said the same thing to my wife. I was like, okay, boomer. So when you write your next movie, Duck, you have to make the wacky sidekick, and hopefully I can be it.
okay, yeah, down. Um so William goes to meet, I guess it's his friend. She's like this nerd, Audrey, who like is like this book nerd, I guess. And she says she'll like help him find out whatever that fucking ashtray thing is. But but he has to like hook her up with a date with Boomer.
I mean,
Like
because that's
what?
every woman's dream. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when when you're like 18 years old, your brain isn't fully developed yet, you know.
I think the linchpin that made me laugh the most was like where he's trying to like persuade his friend to go out with Audrey, and then he's like, no man, it's gonna ruin my rep. But I got 2 tickets to Ozzy Osbourne, and he's like, yeah. Well, she has
He's like
got to
front
eat without
row.
her glasses, when she's not frumpy and like librarian marm looking.
Dude, what? She's cute, and
I
he's
thought she
like
was
over
cute.
here
I thought she was
complaining.
cuter than I'm gonna blow your mind here, Doc. I thought she was cuter than the actual bombshell.
Oh yeah, she's cuter. I mean, but there's a difference between cute and hot. Obviously the bombshell is gonna be like the evil one.
She's like, I'm gonna give you everything you've wanted. Yeah,
Thanks, mom.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Why
I'm
do I
like,
want
I was
between
like,
Amityville and
I told my I was watching it and it was like, he's trying to go back to where he once belonged to reference the Beatles.
oh. Well, no, he's not trying to. He doesn't want to.
No, he wants to. Yeah, I
No,
mean,
she was like, he was like, because there's that scene where she's like falling off the ladder and his face is like 1 inch from her butt, and it's like, I guess I guess at that point, but he didn't know it was his mom.
ah, man, that should tell you everything you need to know there. He didn't try to stop it. He was like snoot first right in there with beehole. So
He was like, "You were gonna fall."
he's like, I thought you were gonna fall. Bloop.
Oh, actually, that was the next scene.
What, where he puts his nose in her beehole?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he sees Boomer. He walks in the house and he sees Boomer and his girlfriend having sex, but I guess it's a vision or a. It's not really happening, but he thinks he is. And he's like,
Yeah, he's like
"No!"
the end of like episode 3. He's like, oh.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Um, and
I
I think that's the first boobs we see in the whole movie franchise.
It is, dude. It is. I was like, wow, okay, now we're kicking it up a notch here. And
Yeah,
you said they slowly devolve into like softcore porn, and I'm like, here we go. Like,
yeah, yeah. It gets pretty bad. I'm excited. Not physically excited though.
yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, I'm a 40-year-old dude. 48-year-old dude. It takes a lot more than that to get me excited at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do know.
Yeah, damn, buddy.
uh, Audrey solves the ashtray thing, but then she like jumps out of a window, I guess,
But
and
yeah,
she
it's
gets
I
like,
guess she got through. Didn't she get pushed from the Temptress or whatever?
oh, she got pushed.
Or is it implied? I don't know.
I don't know
All I
either.
know is there's dead nerd on the pavement. It was,
Oh yeah. Sometimes when I'm watching these movies, I take notes. I like miss something because I'm like typing down a note, you know. But William's dad tells him he wasn't adopted, but he was taken from a coven who was raising him to fulfill his destiny as a supreme warlock. And so, like, that's like a huge revelation because that's basically sets up the next like 15 movies, you
Oh,
know?
okay. I
Yeah.
didn't even catch that. So,
Yeah. So he's like a warlock and like the supreme warlock, and half of them is good and half of them is evil. So it's basically him like trying to remain good, but he still has this evil in him. It's kind of a cool idea, you
it
know.
is.
They really did try. I feel like this movie tried to do something, which is pretty cool because in about 5 movies we won't be saying that. You know,
Yeah. I do like the inner struggle though, but like, where he's Supreme Warlock. At least you're Supreme Warlock, you're not like assistant Warlock in hell.
yeah.
Like at least you're the big cheese. So
But then that doesn't make sense. I thought this was weird too because later in the movie, he's the supreme warlock, but then she's like, his mom says basically she's trying to get pregnant from him so she can give birth to the like powerful warlock.
yeah,
But
so
it's
why would
like,
you want to help give birth to somebody that's essentially going to dethrone you as Chief Warlock? It kind of
yeah, but it also doesn't make sense because I thought he was the supreme warlock. He's already on Earth. Why do y'all need to give birth? Maybe because he's half good and half bad.
Yeah, maybe they want like full strain
Full
evil.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's when he like goes and he talks to his old mom, and there's like a flashback to the first movie, and she tells him like the half good, half bad, and he tries to beat her up, but it doesn't work. And then while he's like fighting, she turns into the Temptress, and while he's fighting her, she he like accidentally like pushes his dad down and kills his dad.
Yeah, I thought that was where I'm like, at least I thought he would be like knocked out or something, but I was like, wow, he's really dead from bonking his head on the headboard. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he barely fell.
But
Yeah.
one thing I actually it made me laugh out loud. He before that happens, she comes to the door and she possesses his dad, and it's by blowing glitter on.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, it's so bad.
I was like, did she really just blow glitter on him? And I was like, dude, that's great. Yeah, like,
At least they tried, man. Dude, I know in some of these other movies, it'll just be her, like it'll be like whoever the villain is going like this, and then the person being like, ah, like at least they had glitter. At least
yeah,
they had glitter.
there was a couple instances where he's fighting the cameraman, but I mean, overall, I mean, the good far outweighs the bad. I mean, it's definitely
Yeah,
good, bad, and it's definitely a fun watch if you had a bunch of buddies over and you want to sit around a Mystery Science Theater, for sure. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
in fact, I
I'd
was
be
thinking of
surprised
sending
if there
this one
wasn't a
into
riff track.
Mystery Science Theater to riff tracks because this would be a perfect movie for them to riff on. Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done other movies that they should have did this, but
Yeah, dude. I think we need to email them and be like, I think you're missing a really key component here.
I
There's
would
like
love to see
147 Witchcraft movies, right?
that. The Temptress kills Boomer, and Will finds a third package, which turns into the goblet and fills up with blood. And then they drink the blood, and then like she starts trying to have sex with him, but he like stabs her, and she turns to dust. And then that's basically the end of
Which
the
was
movie.
very anticlimactic dust. I'm like, if you're a full human, there's only like a little teensy pile of dust here. I'm like, I don't know. If I had to split hairs, I'm just like, it's a little pile of dust. I'm like, I don't know. I think a human body is going to be a lot more than this little teensy pile of dust. But
Yeah, but it was the Temptress, so
eh, true.
I wonder if she comes back. I actually really don't remember if she comes back or not.
See, now you got me on these, dude. Now I'm actually to the point where I'm looking forward to the next one because I want to see where the story goes.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's the same guy, the Solomon Jr. guy, because I think I like. He's not a good actor, but he's very
Oh, he's
entertaining to
not?
watch. He's always like, no! Like he just overreacts to
He's very
everything.
matter of factly too, and it's always funny. He's like,
Yeah, I'm
he
just
does
sad
have
they
this
killed
look like
Boomer.
this constipated look most of the movie where he's like, when he's supposed to be evil, he's constipated, and when he's good, he's not constipated. So, but I
So,
mean,
what was your favorite part? I know you said, but
oh, dude, that'd be like asking me who my favorite kid is. I mean, at least I can honestly tell you favorite parts of this one. The last one was a little kind of touch and go for me, but
it's hard.
this one was fun, man. Like, let me see my favorite part. Geez, hmm. I don't know. I mean, all the ones I mentioned were pretty stellar. I mean, I think
Mm.
the glitter part made me laugh out loud for quite a few minutes. So, like, I think maybe that is. I don't know.
The first one had better special effects. I feel like though with like the face meltings and all that stuff was pretty cool. But this one just was like I would watch this one again more than I would
Yeah,
watch the
I don't think
first
I
one.
could ever revisit the first one again. This one I would watch again just to just to have fun with it. But like,
Yeah,
I had fun with it when we were watching it. So I mean,
and I feel like the storyline was better. I like that the William is an adult. It was cool. But the first one kind of felt like a prequel almost.
yeah, this one actually had a story. The other one just seemed like kind of like repeating the same footage over and over again a lot, almost like
Mhm.
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 to like the last 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But I mean, this actually had, I'll always give a pass whenever you actually really attempt to try to have like a cohesive story. So that actually goes a long way with me. So I'll give this one a little more leniency. And like I said, man, it was fun. And I'm actually having a good time doing the project. And like I said, I wasn't even kidding. Like I actually am kind of curious to see where it goes.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't remember. I mean, I remember like brief things like they go to England for one of the movies, and like they start a yoga studio in one of the movies. I
What?
think.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I gotta see all these. Holy cow!
yeah,
It gets
dude,
more
it
and more
gets pretty
ridiculous.
wild. But yeah, the music was good too in this movie. There's like some, I would say like rock and roll music, but it was pretty good.
Oddly enough, they had a really kind of good score too. Like this, I was like, because I was thinking as I'm watching, I was like, this score is actually way too good to be in this movie. Like,
Hmm.
they'd have like orchestral things and they'd have like big drum effects, and I'm like, huh. I wonder what blackmail they had on like some composer that like they got this score out of this. So because
Well, they probably had a budget. It looked like they kind of had a budget, right?
I mean, if so, that's where it all went was the score. Because like
Yeah.
either that or they had they had blackmail on the composer, and then he was probably in an SS uniform. They're like, if you don't make this score, we're gonna leak these pictures.
Well, they probably had to pay. I'm assuming the lady that played the Temptress probably was like the top. She probably got paid the most out of anybody. You know,
I would hope so. I mean, geez,
she was
she.
like the only one that had any kind of like notoriety before the movie came out.
Yeah, it was funny because we were looking on was it IMDb, and she was in some pretty substantial things after this, which is quite surprising.
Yeah, I saw that too. Actually,
Back
um,
back then, though, she was probably like, I want $5,000 a titty, like uh, which is a
yeah,
lot of money back then. So I don't think William got $5,000 a titty. So
no. So have you seen anything else good recently? You said you saw something with John Lithgow.
I did, dude. I can't recommend it enough. You got to see the role of Jenny Penn, dude.
The
The
role of Jenny
role.
Pin. Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
It's on Shutter right now. I actually wanted to see it in the theater, but it was playing like 100 miles away, like most little independent films, and I had to wait until it came out. But I don't want to tell you a lot. I won't tell you any more. That's what's in the trailer, and the trailer doesn't really give a lot away. So all it involves is Jeffrey, and it's got a stellar cast, dude. Jeffrey Rush and John Lithgow, and
Hmm.
they play off each other. It's like he has a heart attack, or I know it was a stroke. He has to get put in the old folks home, and this whole old folks home is getting terrorized by fucking John Lithgow because
Whoa,
he's a complete psycho. And
whoa, cool.
yeah, that's all I'm gonna tell you, dude. You have to watch it tonight. It's so good. I can't recommend it
Yeah,
enough.
I wonder if it's playing in the theater around here.
It was. I don't know if it still is, but it just came on Shutter this past Friday. That's why I was able to see it finally. But it was one of the best things I've seen this year, hands down. If you
Sweet.
like, it was funny. Just Xtina brought up a good point. She said this is a good example of a film where you don't need blood and gore to make a good horror film because
Hmm.
it's if you're a fan of atmosphere and suspense and good acting and just like an all around sense of dread, you're gonna love this movie. I thought it was easily one of the better things I've seen this year.
It's been
He
2 days. It's still
he
free.
played a villain in Dexter.
Yeah,
And he
Trinity
was
Killer.
great.
Yeah, so if you like that, you'll love this because he's so creepy.
I
Yeah.
heard they're bringing him back for the new season of Dexter.
Yeah, I heard
Not only that,
too.
Peter Dinklage is coming to that season, and so is
They
Uma
bring him
Thurman.
back. Yeah, a lot of people. So
Which
weird.
I'm not gonna be honest with you, dude. That kind of scares me because, as you know, whenever there's stuff and they have like an ensemble cast of so many people, a lot of the time that's never good. I mean,
Yeah, but did you see the prequel series?
Yeah, it's great.
we
It was
loved it. Like
fucking awesome.
we thought it
Yeah.
was gonna be kind of mad,
I
but we
wasn't
ended
even
up.
gonna watch it because
We weren't. Yeah, we weren't even gonna watch it. But man, am I glad we
I
did.
heard somebody say it was worth it, so I did.
We loved it.
Yeah, we thought it was just suck too.
It was done so well.
Yeah, I hope they do a second season, man.
They're actually, I think they're supposed to.
Oh, cool.
It was on the fence, and then it was actually so well received that I don't know if it's greenlit yet, but they definitely were saying they're thinking about doing it. So
Oh, badass.
I hope. I guess it'll all hinge on how this other series works out. So, but no, dude, that was great. I heard people complaining about Christian Slater. I thought he was a good Harry. I don't know what
He was
people.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what people want, man. Like I thought he was pretty decent. I mean,
Yeah, man, I thought
I
he
think
was.
people just bias towards Christian Slater unnecessarily. I think he's pretty good. Like I grew up on him though. I think that goes a long way, as you probably
Yeah.
have. So I mean, I mean, you can't see pump up the volume and not love Christian Slater. I mean, even in
We
later,
said-
later movies, you ever see Dolan's Cadillac? That wasn't bad.
Oh, I love that movie,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Who
another one
was
they all
he?
talk shit on. I
Yeah,
think he's
Stephen
really
King,
good in
dude.
that. I think that's a
That's
great.
a
That's
smart.
one of the better adaptations of King's work. I think on film. I mean,
Yeah.
even with all the nerds, man, they frustrate me, myself included, because like they're like, yeah, I want this, and then you give it to them, and they're like, I don't like it.
Uh,
That's why I hate Star Wars fans, because like for 30 years I didn't have any new Star Wars content, and then they give you all this Star Wars content, and they're like, no, I don't like it. It sucks. All of
a
it, really? Some of it's good.
lot of it sucks, though.
Yeah, some of it definitely sucks, but there's some of it's pretty good, man. I mean, I like Mandalorian? That was great, and
Mm.
you obviously didn't like it by
I,
that.
I watched the first 2 seasons, and then it was good, but I kind of just got burnt out on Star Wars. There was too much stuff. I just got tired of it. You can't even go to like the grocery store without seeing a fucking BB-8 droid on your box of soup or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go anywhere without fucking seeing Star Wars shit.
Yeah,
And I just got tired of it.
they got Yoda tampons now.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. That would not surprise
They
me,
got
man.
Jar
Just
Jar
stop putting
Binks
Star Wars
fruit
in everything.
roll-ups.
Yeah, I don't fucking. It just burned me out, and I got tired of it. You know.
I can't argue that, dude, because I mean, it did. There was like nothing for 30 years, and now there's 450 more things than there has to be.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish
Calm
they'd
down.
focus more on quality instead of quantity. I feel the same way about Marvel though. When they first came out, they were really putting out quality films. Now it's just like here's
Yep.
500 movies and 3 are good. It's like
Yeah, yeah. But I think Star Wars and Marvel are learning their lesson because it feels like they canceled a bunch of shit and they're like slowing it down. So
good. I think that's what they need to do for sure. That's a smart move.
mhm, absolutely. Well, I
Yeah.
wanted to tell you about this movie I saw called Locked. Have you heard of it?
Ooh, I haven't even heard nothing about this. I'm
Yeah,
listening, sir.
Bill Skarsgård
What?
and Anthony
Oh,
Hopkins.
wait a minute. Is that the Sam Raimi produced one where he's locked in the car with
Yeah,
Anthony Hopkins?
yeah.
Oh, dude, that
It's
looks dope. I seen the trailer for that. I want to see
Dude,
that.
it's pretty good. It's
Wow,
fun,
dude.
man.
Oh man, I definitely just from your recommendation, I'm gonna have to go check it out
I
because
mean, Anthony Hopkins is just like John Lithgow. He's just like if you give him a villain role and he's gonna be scary as hell. You know?
he just leans into it. Yeah, dude, I thought
Yeah,
that,
he's
but I didn't realize that's what
intimidating.
that was called. Like, I remember the premise. I didn't know it was called Locked. Jeez.
It's actually a remake of a Argentina film called
Oh, I
Four
didn't
by
know that
Four.
either. Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's been out for a couple years, so you could go watch Four by Four, and it's almost beat for beat the same movie.
Hmm.
It's just not in English, but
But then I
if you
can't
don't
look at
care,
I can't salivate over Dreamy Skarsgård in the original.
dude, Skarsgård killed it though, man. That dude's a good actor too.
I think that dude gets shit on unnecessarily. I think the biggest problem
Yeah.
was he was in that shitty Crow remake. You should have never did that. But
Oh, I forgot. I
I
still
give
haven't
him
seen
credit
that.
though, dude, because that's a dude that just does not give a fuck about what people think. He just does what he wants to do, and like I
Mhm.
respect that like so much. But yeah, I definitely think he gets unnecessarily shit on because I've seen him in things that are really good. And people's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
that
me
guy
too.
sucks." I'm like, "No, yeah, I think he's pretty good, man."
Barbarian, dude. That movie
Fuck
was
yeah,
fucking
dude.
sick, dude.
What about
Yeah.
the one that oh, what do you call it?
Didn't we just see something recently with him in it?
Yeah, I feel like we did, and it was good. Man, I can't remember. But
Hmm.
I'll tell you what we watched too, Duck, that was good, and it's unhorror related. But did you see Riff Raff?
No, but I saw it on the streaming. I just haven't watched it yet.
That's pretty fun.
That was great, dude. Like it was nothing like we'd thought it was going to be, but it ended up being like really, really good. Like plus it's got a that's a movie that has a stellar cast that like everybody's actually good in. Like was it Coolidge?
Jennifer
Jennifer
Coolidge.
Coolidge is in
Oh
it.
yeah, she's from here. Yeah.
Bill Murray and Pete Davidson play hitmen, which was pretty entertaining.
Plus, the young lead is Bill Pullman's son.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
He's
yeah,
really good.
Bill Pullman's son, and they dug Ed Harris out of the grave, and he's in it. Like,
dude, I
was
didn't
like,
even know that guy was still alive.
good evening, I'll be in your movie, dude. He looks fucking bad. Like,
He looked bad, but he acted what?
no,
really
no, it
well.
was great. I really was shocked of how good it was. And,
Bill Murray's looking pretty fucking old.
Oh yeah.
it's sad, dude. Like I love him so much. I've yet to. Have you ever got to meet him? He's on my bucket list, dude. He came to Pittsburgh with his band, and I didn't find out about it till the fucking day after they came, and he was doing meet and greet.
Oh yeah, he has like a cover band, right? Aren't they a cover band?
Yeah, I've heard that he was on Howard a few days ago, and they were playing some of it. It actually sounds better than I thought it would. Like,
Hmm.
it's like all oldies and shit, but it's kind of cool, man. But like, I was
Dang,
like,
he was
oh,
doing meet and greets. I bet
yeah.
that was expensive.
Actually, it wasn't.
Huh.
Like in the scope of things, it was like $150, which I think Bill Murray could break at 1,000. Jeez.
Oh, absolutely.
I
Yeah.
was like, that's not that bad. I mean, I would go out and sell sperm to meet Bill Murray. So, not that there's a market cornered for 48-year-old fat ugly guy sperm, but I mean, if there,
Yeah, but
I would sell it for sure.
balls, sperm. I mean, come on.
And that was unrelated, sir. That was just an accidentally good funny
The
joke.
world famous balls.
Who doesn't want that?
Right.
Have you seen anything else, man? That's really all we've really kind of seen. We've seen companion. Okay, was not companion. We love companion, but no. Borderline. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that about?
Actually, they can't use Madonna's name.
It wasn't great, but it was worth
Yeah, it was an adequate time waster. You can't use Madonna's name, but like it was based on back in the '80s, whenever some psycho was infatuated with her, and they home invaded her house and took her hostage. And the whole movie is based on that story, but they can't use her name. But Samara Weaving's supposed to be Madonna, and then the dude that was in
Oh,
Street Darling, I can't remember his name, but he's kind of a scream king now. Uh, the main dude from Strange Darling, he's actually
Son.
yeah, Nicholson's son's the psycho.
Just watch it for that alone.
Yeah, he's worth it just for his performance because he's a psycho. Like, and he's the kidnapper. But if you're if you have nothing else going on, there's nothing else to do. I thought it was an adequate time waster. It's not the best movie you're ever going to see, but I thought it was pretty entertaining. So I mean,
I like the song.
yeah, absolutely. And they did do this real weird cover of it in there too, and it even kind of makes it spookier.
Oh, cool.
One thing I liked about it though was, dude, usually, I mean, you've seen the formula so much. This was a movie that, like, just kind of when you think you got it pegged down, they take a lot of chances and they go the other direction, and you're like, huh, wow, I didn't think they'd have the balls to do that. But like,
So
yeah,
they changed what happened?
no, no, not really. But I mean, it's there's some edgy stuff in it that they do that I thought they would kind of gloss over, and it's pretty accurate to the case when you read about it. But yeah, like I said, not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's pretty good. Have you seen anything good else other than?
Yeah, we watched a Lifetime movie. Like it kind of went viral and like Bloody Disgusting and stuff. The Lifetime movies are also corny cheeseball movies, but this movie's called Trapped in Her Dorm Room.
Oh, here we go. Because I was going to say Lifetime is the either Christmas movie channel or the men sucking douche channel.
Yeah, it's a man sucking. Yeah, this one is about this fucking psycho dude who everybody's away at spring break, and he like locks this chick in this dorm room, and it is just a fucking psycho, and it's her trying to escape.
It's like P2, only not in the garage. It's in
awesome.
the dorm room.
Yeah, it's like the first Saw movie.
Is it
for
good
Lifetime.
though? Is it actually good?
I mean, it's so
for
bad,
a Lifetime
good.
movie. Oh,
it's
okay.
like bad good.
Oh shit! I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out.
It's fun. You will be laughing.
Is it as good as Witchcraft 2?
Equal. Yeah, it's about equal. It's not a good movie. I also saw Novocaine, which was pretty good.
Dude, we wanted to see that. Is that good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. A lot of fun.
See that. I mean, I'm sure you've seen The Monkey already. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, The Monkey was great.
That's coming on digital here in a few days. What was it?
Last Breath.
I didn't see that yet. Was that good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Shit.
Yeah.
We've been watching Barry, dude. You remember Barry?
Yeah, we watched the first season.
That's a fun show. I like it.
Yeah,
other than that, man, that's really about it. I mean, and here we are. I can't believe it. We're already at the end of another episode of Witchcast. So
it was fun.
Doc, what's the next one, man? Let's give us a little taste for the next one.
Oh, let's see.
Is it Witchcraft 3 Electric Boogaloo? What is it?
I don't know what it is. Let's see. It is Witchcraft 3, The Kiss of Death.
Ooh, so there you have it, folks.
The warlock refuses to use his powers for evil, but comes across another warlock who isn't bothered by such trivial matters.
Ooh, so there you go. We wetted your whistle for the next episode. So at the end of next month, we're going to be tackling Witchcraft 3, The Last Kiss.
Kiss of Death.
Like Sonya Blade. Well, thank you very much, buddy. It's always a pleasure doing this
Until then,
experiment. Till then, I bid you adieu.
bye.
Peace and love, man. Peace and love.